As we approach the end of the year, there is some positive news on the state of the economy. The latest government numbers show a late summer surge in consumer spending. That led the U.S. economy to grow by more than 4% from July to September, the best three-month period in 2 years. And here to break down the numbers, what they mean for all of us, NBC's senior business correspondent, Christine Romans. It's nice to see you, Christine. Happy early holiday to you. Let's talk about these numbers. Give us a sense significantly what this takeaway is for the typical American family finishing up their holiday shopping.
So these were delayed by the government shutdown. So we're finally getting a picture of what the back-to-school season looked like. And it was resilient in the American economy, as strong as it was a couple of years ago, the same period. Spending divided between wealthy Americans and middle and lower income consumers who are really searching for bargains. But you look over at that period and they were spending. People were spending money. A couple of things here. There were fewer tariffs announced in that period, and it was the back-to-school shopping season. So that was sort of the alchemy of behind these numbers. You saw consumers really stepping up and spending. Of course, a lot to consider going forward. Jobs growth has been slowing a little bit. We went through the government shutdown. We're still kind of looking for all of the data since then.
Yeah, how do things look heading into the new year? Any things to look out for?
Well, we're watching gas prices lower this year than last year. That's an important benefit for many American consumers, almost like a tax benefit for them. You know, a tax cut, $2.85 a gallon right now, compared with more than $3 last year. Inflation has moderated to about 2.7%. That's still higher than the Federal Reserve would like, but you can see it's an improvement from the beginning of this year. But the jobless rate has been ticking up. 4.6% is the unemployment rate. We're watching that carefully because if you see a cooling in the American job market, what do you think happens to spending? You know, middle and lower income consumers can spend even less when the job market, or they're concerned about the job market. So watching carefully what a lot of people are calling this K-shaped economy, where people with money and a job and home equity are just spending, spending, spending. Everybody else is cutting back.
Christine, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas
nice to see you, my friend.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.